Oh man, basketball fans, things are getting wild out here because people are mad, like really mad. Actually, scratch that. They're already furious. The outrage got so bad that the official Unrivaled Twitter account had to disable replies on not one, but two of their latest posts. You know it's serious when a brand has to lock down its own comment section to stop the chaos. And you might be wondering, who's behind all this outrage? Well, it's none other than Angel Reese's most toxic group of fans. The same ones who lose it every time someone else gets a little spotlight. They've been fuming online, throwing shade, and stirring up drama because they can't handle the latest news. And that news? Angel Reese will not play in Unrivaled this season, even after leading her team to a championship last year. But wait, didn't she miss that final game? Was she even there to support her teammates? Or did she have to FaceTime in for the celebration? Inquiring minds want to know. Either way, the Defensive Player of the Year decided to sit this one out. Meanwhile, Arie McDonald is stepping up big time, officially taking one of the last roster spots. That's right. Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese is out, and Unrivaled's 2026 season will move forward without her. Reese, who helped Rose BC secure its first championship during the league's inaugural season, won't return to defend the title. Instead, Unrivaled announced its full player roster for 2026 on Thursday, October 31st, revealing the final 3 names to complete its 8 teams. The league's second season kicks off in Miami this January, and it's already stacked with talent. Dominique Malonga, the number 2 overall pick in the 2025 WNBA draft for the Seattle Storm, is joining Unrivaled for the new season. The 6'6" French center, just 19 years old, was the youngest player in the league last year and made the WNBA All-Rookie team after averaging 7 points and 6 rebounds per game. Alongside her, Arie McDonald, who signed with the Indiana Fever on a hardship contract before a foot injury ended her season in August, is back and ready to compete. She's getting her bag and fans are here for it. Rounding out the list is Rebecca Allen, a standout from the Australian national team and former Chicago Sky player, who will also join the league. But here's where the drama really kicked off. Unrivaled posted Rebecca Allen's announcement, and things instantly spiraled. They had to limit replies to only accounts mentioned by Unrivaled W. Yep, that bad. The post showed 31 comments, but none were visible because everything got locked down. They had to completely shut off replies after fans started melting down. Then came the Dominique Malonga announcement, and people flooded the comments begging, "Announce Angel Reese." Spoiler, that's not happening this time. Fans were relentless, demanding her name until Unrivaled finally hit the lock button again. Comment section, disabled. Drama contained. The word on social media is that Angel Reese was originally expected to take one of those last roster spots, but the league went another direction instead, and her fans were not ready for that. The backlash was immediate. People started posting things like, "OMG baby goat, hide the comments." And the hate spread fast. Some fans even attacked Rebecca Allen, dropping comments like, "She's trash, can't hit a shot, what's she even doing there?" Absolutely brutal stuff. But here's the twist. One post didn't get locked down, the Arie McDonald announcement. It went up earlier, before the final rosters were confirmed, so Angel's fans hadn't started swarming it yet. Now that everything's official and Angel isn't on the list, her fandom is big mad. Meanwhile, Fever fans are celebrating Arie McDonald's addition, hyping her up and giving love to anyone associated with the Caitlin Clark effect. It's like 2 different worlds, one full of chaos, the other full of support. So while Angel Reese sits out this season, Dominique Malonga, Arie McDonald, and Rebecca Allen are stepping up to make Unrivaled 2026 one of the most exciting seasons yet. But the real story? It's not just about who's playing, it's about how wild the reactions got online. When a whole league has to turn off comments just to calm the storm, you know basketball drama has officially reached another level. And for basketball fan, this is exactly the kind of madness we live for. Basketball fan, things have officially hit peak drama again, and it's honestly wild to watch unfold. No Angel Reese this season in Unrivaled, and her fans have completely lost it. They tried to hijack the announcement threads, spamming comments and stirring chaos until Unrivaled finally said, "Uh-oh, better lock this down," and limited replies across multiple posts. Just like that, comment section limited, drama avoided. Apparently, Angel was rumored to be taking that last roster spot, but instead of a big reveal, we got silence and chaos in the comments. People were dropping "OMG baby goat, hide the comments," and all kinds of wild takes, turning the Rebecca Allen post into a full-blown mess. And you just know those comments got ugly, fast. Fans were being downright toxic, attacking Rebecca for no reason. Like, wow, no Angel, OMG, it's ridiculous. Meanwhile, Aerie McDonald is officially in Unrivaled, and the reaction to her post has been completely different. That's the Indiana Fever power, the Caitlin Clark effect in action. Fans love seeing someone who's played with Caitlin, because Fever fans always admire those who share that court. Still, others are trying to fan the flames online, with people saying things like turn those comments back on or trashing Rebecca Allen by calling her trash or not deserving. It's honestly pathetic. What's even crazier is that I found one Unrivaled post where they didn't limit comments, the Aerie McDonald announcement. And surprise, surprise, Angel Reese's fans hadn't swarmed that one yet. Probably because it went up earlier, before all the final roster drama started. Now that Rebecca Allen is confirmed as part of Unrivaled, the Angel Reese fans are big mad. Like, really mad. And as soon as the comment section started turning toxic again, Unrivaled immediately said, "Nope, not today," and shut it down. Boom, comments off. It's wild. You've got to be kidding me with this one. I'm not even the biggest Angel Reese fan, but let's keep it real here. Rebecca Allen being selected for Unrivaled has absolutely nothing to do with Angel's decision not to play. Those two things aren't connected. Angel just didn't want to play. That's it. No conspiracy, no secret politics, no hidden agenda. Somehow, her fans decided Rebecca Allen stole her spot, and that's completely absurd. Are they mad because Rebecca plays for the Chicago Sky, or just because she was picked to participate? None of it makes sense, especially since Angel herself has publicly criticized the Sky's locker room before, and now her supporters are turning on one of their players. That's wild hypocrisy. The dots just don't connect. Let's be real. If Angel Reese wanted to play in Unrivaled, the league would have welcomed her back with open arms. Nobody's choosing Rebecca Allen over Angel Reese. Come on now, that's not how this works. So for fans to twist it into a personal attack and blame Rebecca for simply being selected is embarrassing. You saw what happened. The second the full rosters dropped, chaos hit the comments. Fans literally saying, "We fixing to flame her." Like, for what? For existing? For playing basketball? That's not passion, that's toxicity. The same people who constantly complain about other fan bases being toxic are now doing the exact same thing, just in reverse. Caitlin Clark's fans get labeled toxic every week, but this is somehow okay? Give me a break. The hypocrisy is unreal. If Angel Reese doesn't want to play in Unrivaled, cool. That's her choice. She's an athlete. She can do what's best for her body and her career. But dragging another player into it and making it personal, that's low. Rebecca Allen has nothing to do with Angel's decision. She's just out there trying to play basketball, represent her team, and contribute to the league, and now she's getting attacked online for it? That's messed up. At the end of the day, this whole situation just shows how out of control social media fandoms have become. They'll twist anything into a dramatic meltdown for clout and clicks. But this one got ugly. It's exhausting to even watch. And just when the dust started to settle, Angel Reese herself dropped an explanation on her show. She revealed that she actually had surgery on her hand, a completely different surgery than people assumed, and that's why she didn't finish the Unrivaled season. She even mentioned that's the reason she wore a brace all season. So maybe, just maybe, all this drama was for nothing. Angel said, "I didn't finish the Unrivaled season because I had to have surgery on my hand." Simple as that. Yet somehow fans turned it into a conspiracy against her. This is exactly why online discourse around women's basketball gets so chaotic. People don't wait for facts. They just pick a side and start throwing shade. At the end of the day, Angel had her reasons, Unrivaled filled their roster, and the league moves on. Aerie McDonald, Dominique Malonga, and Rebecca Allen are ready to put on a show in 2026. But the bigger story? The meltdown that proves fandoms can sometimes be their own worst enemy. Basketball fan, this kind of energy, this toxic, misplaced anger doesn't uplift the game. It tears it down. And if we really love women's basketball, it's time we all start acting like it. So that's coming straight from Angel Reese herself. No rumors, no speculation, just facts. She confirmed she had surgery on her hand, and that's the real reason she didn't finish the Unrivaled season. But even with that setback, she proudly said, "We were still champions, so period." You can feel that confidence and pride radiating from her words. She explained that she started her season wearing a wrap on her hand, recovering from a completely different surgery than the one people had been speculating about. It wasn't her wrist this time, and she made sure to shout out her doctor. Dr. Shin, calling him the best hand doctor ever for getting her back in shape faster than expected. She even mentioned that the scar has healed so well it's barely visible now. Angel went on to say that she wasn't supposed to be ready for training camp, but because of the great medical work and her relentless drive, she made it. She came into her sophomore season feeling confident, focused, and ready to dominate again. Things didn't start perfectly, she admitted that herself, but she didn't let that stop her. She kept her head down, worked hard, and leaned on her support system, giving a heartfelt shout-out to her team, Janine, Jacqueline, Gina, Kirsty, her mom, and her family for sticking by her through the entire process. It's classic Angel, resilient, determined, and motivated to silence the noise with hard work and heart. Basketball fan. And that's what really separates Angel Reese from the rest, that fighter mentality. She's not out here chasing sympathy or making excuses. She's owning her story and proving once again that she's built for this. You could tell from her tone that the surgery, the rehab, the critics, all of it just fueled her even more. She talked about how tough those first few weeks were, coming back from surgery, adjusting her game, and dealing with the pressure of expectations that never seemed to let up. But instead of letting it break her, she used it as motivation to level up. She said she spent hours in the gym working on her conditioning, her left hand, and her mid-range shot, the kind of behind-the-scenes grind most people never see. And that's why so many basketball fans respect her, because no matter what noise surrounds her name, she keeps showing up. Angel also reflected on how this off-season felt different, not just physically but mentally. She talked about rediscovering her balance and confidence, even when social media drama was swirling around her. She made it clear that her focus is on growth and longevity, not headlines or petty rivalries. She even said that sometimes people forget she's still so young, still learning the league, still figuring out her rhythm, and that's okay. What mattered most to her was being ready when it counted, trusting the process, and staying true to herself. She mentioned how important her support team has been, from her trainers and teammates to her family and fans who never stopped believing in her. Then, she smiled and said something that really hit. Everything I've been through, every injury, every rumor, every comment, it's just making me stronger. I'm not here to prove anybody wrong. I'm here to prove myself right. That's the energy of a true competitor. And honestly, you can feel that hunger in her game already. Every rebound, every defensive play, every celebration. It's that fire that says she's back and better than ever. Basketball fans everywhere are watching this journey unfold, and whether you love her or not, you can't deny the impact she's had. She's become one of those players who move the conversation, who challenge the standard, and who make people pay attention every single time she steps on the court. That's why her comeback story hits different, because it's not just about basketball. It's about resilience, reinvention, and refusing to let anyone else define your path. Angel Reese has made it clear. This season, she's locked in, healed up, and ready to remind everyone exactly who she is. Are you a basketball fan? And now, as the season unfolds, you can see that everything Angel Reese went through, the surgery, the recovery, the criticism, the pressure, has shaped her into a different kind of player. One who's not just talented but seasoned. She's playing smarter, stronger, and with a deeper sense of purpose. When she steps on that court now, it's not just about stats or highlights. It's about legacy. She knows eyes are on her, waiting for her next move, but she's not flinching. Instead, she's channeling that energy into pure focus. Every rebound looks personal, every hustle play looks intentional, and every celebration carries that message. I'm still here. You can feel it in the way she commands attention without even trying. But what's really impressive is how she's handled the noise. The online drama, the fan wars, the constant comparisons. She's learned to tune it all out. She said recently that she's not going back and forth with negativity this year. She's not feeding into narratives that don't serve her game. That's growth. She knows that the real response is what happens under those arena lights. And when you watch her play now, you can tell that confidence is back. Not the loud kind, but the quiet, dangerous kind that comes from knowing you've done the work. Angel's connection with her teammates has also deepened. She's become more vocal, more of a leader. You can see her hyping up the bench, calling out plays, keeping the energy up when things get tough. That's the kind of leadership that doesn't always show up in the box score, but changes the entire dynamic of a team. And for basketball fans, that's what makes her journey so fascinating. Seeing a young star evolve right before our eyes, turning setbacks into fuel for dominance. There's also this undeniable ripple effect. When Angel plays, people watch. When she speaks, people listen. She's not just an athlete. She's become a cultural force, a symbol of confidence, resilience, and unapologetic ambition. That's why her absence from Unrivaled sparked so much conversation, and why her explanation, the truth about her surgery and recovery, hit so hard. It reminded everyone that athletes are human, that sometimes the grind happens off camera, and that coming back stronger takes time and heart. Now she's proving that once again. You can tell she's proud, but she's also hungry. Hungry to show what she's been working on, hungry to elevate her team, hungry to remind the world why she became one of the faces of women's basketball in the first place. And as this season moves forward, you can bet she's not done making statements, both with her words and her game. This comeback isn't just about redemption. It's about evolution. Angel Reese is stepping into a new chapter, one defined not by controversy or speculation, but by consistency, focus, and fire. Whether you're a diehard fan or someone just tuning in, you can feel that shift, that this version of Angel Reese isn't here to play around. She's here to own the moment, to rewrite the narrative, and to show the world what it means to bounce back stronger than ever. Our basketball fan.